Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy Ray of Amy Ray Plans, and in today's video I'm here to share with you my favorites for quarter 3. I have decided that in January I will be putting up the quarter 4 favorites, and then I'm going to stop doing favorites videos. I don't know if I'll stop them for the rest of the time I'm filming or if I'll go back to them. But it's like a video I don't really enjoy making anymore. I used to enjoy making them. I don't know, because then I'm like, well, if I don't have like the physical versions of things, it's kind of like, I don't know. Anyway, that's my thoughts on that. So quarter 3 favorites, that is July through September. The first one was my trip to visit my family in July, and I also went to the lake in July. I actually got really sad news about the lake this morning. My dad said the place we've always gone since I was a little kid, they're selling it. So I'm like so upset about that. I'm like, you're kidding me. I'm just like so upset. Granted, there's other places we could stay, but like that was the place we always stayed. It's like, you know, tradition and everything. Next favorite was seeing David Wright being inducted into the Mets Hall of Fame and having his number retired. My dad, my nephew, and I went to that game. My dad surprised me with tickets. And I was really excited to go to that, especially since I wasn't able to go to David Wright's last game as a Met because the tickets were just crazy expensive. And then I went to 3 Mets games, right? 3, 2. No, I went to 2 in August, 1 in July. So that's 3 Mets games. But they lost all 3 games I went to this season, so that's kind of annoying. Then I had a trip to visit my family in August, watching my nephew Joey and Nikki's football games. Joey actually got hurt, so he only played in 2 games because he needed surgery. He's doing much better now, though, but he's not playing the rest of the football season. Watching baseball, new season of NFL and college football. And then the favorites, physical items, I got a couple different Mets shirts this season. So the first game I went to was the game where they inducted David Wright into the Mets Hall of Fame and retired his number. We met my nephew there because we were coming back from the lake, and he took the train in, and when he got there a little bit before us, he bought me this shirt, like outside the stadium. It says David Wright number retirement, number 5, Hall of Fame induction ceremony, the date, and then captain, and then on the back, it says David Wright number retirement and Mets Hall of Fame induction ceremony, and then it has his stats. So I thought that was so sweet of him. And then I also got this shirt at the game. It says they had a lot of like specialty David Wright stuff, and we went to when you walk in, there's a Met store on the bottom level. That one's much bigger and more open. The one upstairs is more tight quarters, and there was such a huge line to get into the one downstairs, so we just went into the one upstairs. The line was a lot less shorter, but you were like crammed like sardines in there. And then like how like long the line was to check out, people were trying to look for stuff, and they were like cutting people in line. And like it was just chaos, and like I couldn't wait to get out of the store because I thought I was going to have a panic attack. So this is the shirt I bought at the team store. I don't think there's anything on the back. No, that's the shirt that my dad got me at the team store. I also bought a pennant that's this way on my desk. I bought a set of stickers, and I didn't want to like use the sticker and not be able to use it again, so I taped it to one of my I almost said billboards, one of my bulletin boards in my room. And then this shirt I was trying to find a shirt like this at the stadium, but they were like sold out. So I ended up ordering this online. It says Wright 5 captain, the day of the retirement ceremony. And then on the back, it's like the Mets. It's like when they have the jersey and the team shirt with the name of the player and the number. And then, so that was the game, July 19th. And then when my dad and I went in August, I got 2 shirts. We went actually back-to-back nights, which was not good on my hip, but we had really great seats both times, even though I think it was a Wednesday and a Thursday we went, or a Tuesday and a Wednesday. And the Wednesday game, we were in an hour and a half rain delay, and we ended up leaving, I think, like the bottom of the 7th, no, maybe top of the 8th, because it was like 11:30, because the game started so late. So I got this shirt. Sorry, all my little tchotchkes that I have on my desk when I'm showing the shirts are. And this shirt I love. This is the front. I just wish the back, like the print, was on the front, because I know it's very popular for the print of the shirt to be on the back, but I like it on the front so I can look down and see it. And it says New York Mets, and it has like the bases, but they look like pizza boxes, or they are pizza boxes because you have the cheese coming out. And then it says the best in town. So yeah, that's the other one I got. And then next up are the books I have to share. So I have 3 physical books, and then the rest are on my Kindle. Actually, no, one more I do have a physical copy of, but I'm letting my mom borrow it. She's reading it, so I don't have that one. And then the rest I read on my Kindle, right? Yeah. Okay. So first was If Something Happens to Me by Alex Finley. This is an author I found this year, and then when I found him, I went and read his entire backlist, which I think he has like 5 or 6 books. They're all good. I think most of them I rated 5 stars. I think one I rated 4 stars. And that was only because there was so much like detail and needing to remember things that it was hard to keep track throughout the book. So that's the only reason I gave it a 4 star instead of a 5. But that's the only one I read in August. The rest of his books I read in July. Next up we have, actually, I'll go through the ones I don't have physical copies of. Like I said, I did rate that one 5 stars. Next was Mansion Beach, which was the new release from Meg Mitchell Moore. I really like that author. I read that one on my Kindle, and I rated it 4 stars. Oh, wait, no, I did read one other Alex Finley book this month. I read The Night Shift. That was a really great one, too. Rated that 5 stars as well. Great Big Beautiful Life, which was the newest Emily Henry novel. I really liked that. I really liked the relationship between the 2 main characters. I rated that one 4 stars. And then I have Designated Hitter by Megan Cousins. That was like a baseball romance, really good, rated at 5 stars. And then I found another new author to me, Katie. I don't know how you say her last name, so I'll just spell it Sise. I read 3 of her books. I think I have 2 more left to read of hers. So I read You Must Be New Here, which I rated 4 stars. The Vacation Rental, which I rated 5 stars. And We Were Mothers, which I rated 5 stars. And then the next book was the newest release from Elle McNichol, Wish You Were Her. I rated it 5 stars. That features a female main character on the autism spectrum. And I just love her writing and how she, as a writer on the autism spectrum, how she makes her main characters be on the spectrum as well, because it's very rare that I've read books where there's a character, at least a main character, on the spectrum. And then I read The Sandy Page Bookshop, which was Hannah McKinnon's latest release. And that is the book I do own, but my mom's reading it right now, but I rated it 5 stars. And then the other 3 books I read this month, I do have physical copies of. So it was Rage by Linda Castillo. This is the latest novel in the Kate Burkholder series. I just love this series so much. If you love mysteries, I highly recommend it. Even if you don't love mysteries, they're not that graphic, so I do still recommend it. Rated at 5 stars, and I yeah, there's another book coming out next year. It is, so as you can see, I think this book was like the 16th or the 17th in the series, but they're very quick reads. So you might be like, oh, I don't want to have to like read that many books, but they're very quick reads and they're all really great. I think I've rated every single one 5 stars. And then the next book that I have physical copy was Megan Miranda's latest release, You Belong Here. I really enjoyed it, rated it 5 stars. I love this color so much with like the blues and the pink and the yellow. And I don't know if you can tell, but it says don't. So it says like you don't belong here, even though the title is You Belong Here. And I really thought that was cool. And like I said, yeah, I rated that 5 stars. And then I have For the Record, which is Emma Lord's latest release. Really great book, rated at 5 stars. I think I've rated every book I've read of hers 5 stars. She's just a great author, and I really enjoyed this one. So those are all the books I read this month. And then last up, I have my favorite planner spreads. So I picked 2 for July, 2 for August, 3 for September. So we'll start it in order. First one was July 14th to July 20th, and it was the week we were at the lake. So it's kind of funny that I'm filming this video now when I got that news this morning. My dad's like, how are you feeling? I was like, because, you know, I'm having like a lot of pain issues. And I go, well, I'm in a lot of pain. And he's like, well, what I have to tell you is going to make you be in more pain. But anyway, this is the week we were at the lake. I used Dockside Days from Caress Press. I paired it with a silver foil bundle, also from Caress Press, as well as washi from Simply Gilded. Now, this is the second year I'm using this kit, and I'll definitely use it a lot more, or many more times. So yeah, we were at the lake from Monday through Friday. Saturday we drove, and then that's when we met my nephew at the game for David Wright's number being retired. And yeah, it was a really fun week. My nephew's birthday, but we celebrated it on Sunday. Spent lots of time with my dad, lots of time swimming. Watched the All-Star game. I watched a little bit of the Home Run Derby. I watched the first round, but it started later than it said, and we had been up at like 4:30 in the morning that day to get on the road early to head to the lake, so I didn't watch the rest of it. And then on this day, with his number being retired, this day they had a special David Wright documentary, so we watched that. And then Friday, I was swimming, and I was coming in, and I got caught on 4 fishing hooks. So yeah, that was crazy. So that was Dockside Days, and then the following week was July 21st through July 27th. I used one of my all-time favorite kits, Amusement, from Scribble Prints Co. Sadly, this kit is no longer open. I think I did purchase one more of this kit, so I have it for 1 more year, but I'll be so sad when I can't use it anymore, because that's how I am. I like get obsessed with a kit, and then I want to use it until it's out, and until it's no longer available. And sadly, this one is no longer available. Did I use that? Yeah, this kit, she doesn't have in her shop anymore. Luckily, I did pick one up before she got rid of it, but this was another kit that I use every year, and I just love it so much. So yeah, I used Scribble Prints Co. foil with this kit. I also paired it with some washi from Simply Gilded. This overlay is Caress Press. So I was still visiting my family this day, and I came home at night this day. During the day, I went to Barnes & Noble with my niece and my dad, and we got sushi. Then spending time with my mom, spending time with my cats. My nephew had the quarterback challenge, where all the best quarterbacks around where he lives, like in a big area, compete in a challenge, and he won first place. So that was really exciting, and we were able to watch it on streaming. I don't know what I was watching on Netflix. Oh, I think I was watching The Waterfront. I wonder if that's going to come out with a season 2. But yeah, that was good. And then we have August 4th through the 10th. This is Sunny Days from Caress Press. I paired it with gold foil from Caress Press, as well as a full washi overlay from Caress Press. I need to get more of these. And I wish she sold them in Sparkly Hollow, but she doesn't. So this was, I went back to visit my family again this day. It was my best friend's daughter's birthday. I was so anxious because I get terrible flight anxiety, especially during takeoff, because like when you're taking off, I feel like I'm falling backwards out of the sky. And even though I know I'm in a plane, I get so anxious. And normally when I go visit my family, I'm traveling alone. So I feel like it wouldn't be as bad if I had someone there I could talk to. But yeah, so I did mark that. Had lunch with my dad and my nephew, went to Target, went to the bookstore with my niece, got sushi with her, and we went to Sephora too. She was leaving soon to head back to college. I think she left Saturday. That's why we hung out Thursday. Watching Mets games, marking in pain. Honestly, I can mark in pain every day. And the days I don't mark it, I'm still in pain. I just have other things I'd rather mark. Had some YouTube binges. Had, there's a local burrito place. They have a couple locations around where my family lives. And it's my favorite place ever. And I was like, Dad, I have to go here at least this many times while I'm up here. Getting Starbucks, watching Netflix. My dad and I watched, I think, some Adam Sandler movies. Yeah. And I also watched, I was watching, I don't know what else I was watching. I think I started watching Quarterback Season 2 and the first season of Receiver. And then next week was August 11th through August 17th. This was the week I went to 2 Mets games. And I'm so obsessed with this kit. This is Batter Up from Cafe with Anna. It's a Mets themed sticker kit. Never in my life did I think I'd see a Mets themed sticker kit. But I'm so thankful for Anna that she made this. If you don't know, Anna and I actually met up a couple years ago at a Mets game. So the Mets, like, remind me of Anna, too, because, like, obviously we met through the planner community, but, like the planner community and the Mets are, like, our foundation. But, yeah, I did a memory spread on this, and I was so mad it wouldn't upload. Like, I tried to upload this video, not gonna lie, at least 15 times. I was just so upset that it never uploaded. But the kit is Batter Up from Cafe with Anna. I paired it with a star foil bundle in silver from Scribble Prints Co. The underlays are from Plana Hannah, as are these 3 full box overlays. Just obsessed with this kit so much. Hold on, I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. And I just had to check because I thought I forgot to press play. And I was like, I do not want to refilm this video. But I think we're good. So yeah, these were the 2 days I went to the Mets game. Oh, so it was Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh no, sometimes I get confused because, you know, I watch marking Mets game. No, it was Wednesday, Thursday. So Wednesday I was actually texting with Anna a lot. Went to the team store. That's where I bought 2 of the shirts. There was a super long rain delay. This game we were actually winning 6-0, and then the Braves came back to win. So this game was extra hard to be at. And then the next day, my dad and I went to this restaurant we like that's near Citi Field where the Mets play. Got ice cream at the stadium and watched the Mets lose again. Friday, I spent time with my family. We went out to Hibachi, and I got this really yummy drink called the Baby Blue Ocean. And then just hanging out. I was also babysitting my fur nephew these 3 days. Yeah, these 3 days. Or did I start Sunday? No, I think it was Monday through Wednesday. And then the next spread is September 1st through 7th. This was, I think, the August mystery from Scribble Prints Co. Not positive on that. It might have been September. I think it was September, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it was September. This was, like I said, a mystery. I paired it with matte bronze and matte silver leaves foil bundles, not the foil bundles it came with. I just really loved this kit. I love all of the animals. I'm not a big fan of browning kits, and this is a lot of brown, but I really loved all the different animals, so I did enjoy this kit. It was the beginning of September. Watching Mets games and football. This was when my nephew had his first football game. Got crumble, was planning. Like I said, watching Mets games and watching football. And then we have the week of September 8th through September 14th. I used this beautiful kit from Pink Diamond Planner Co., which is no longer open. I believe this was called Pumpkin Patch. I really wish I had gotten more than one of this kit. I got this during her closing sale. I paired it with copper foil. Watching lots of movies, Mets games, football. My nephew, Nicky, had his first football game. My nephew, Joey, had his second football game, and this was the last game he played for the season. My nephew got married, but unfortunately, due to my pain, I was not able to travel to go to the wedding. And, also in October, I know this is in October, but in October, my nephew had his senior night game, and I wasn't able to be there in person, and it still upsets me so much. So watching lots of my nephew's games, baseball and football. It was also the anniversary of 9/11. And then the last week, my favorite spread was September 22nd through September 28th. I think this is either called Horror Party or Spooky Party from Pink Diamond Planner Co. I do have another one of this kit, which I'm excited about. I used a mixed metal foil bundle of silver and sparkly hollow from Scribble Prints Co. It was the first day of fall. I had my monthly infusion, watching lots of football, both my nephew Nicky's game, college football, NFL, Mets games, spending time with my mom, filming. It was the 16-year anniversary of having my cat Davy Eli. That's when we adopted him. And yeah, those are all my favorite spreads and my favorites for September. Not September, for quarter 3. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.